it's working. Good morning, everybody. Now, right, back on the hood. Hopefully this is going to work. The tablet is not doing so well. I recorded 2 hours of videos last week and lost all of them. Bloody fire tablet. The old one was way better than this one. Right now, so we're back on the hood. The actual bow deck is now complete. Let's see if I can swing that round. So the bow deck is the stern deck is complete. Guns are built on it. They're all in place. Not glued in place, obviously, but they're completed. So that's done. We're onto the centre deck now. I've already done part of it, which is here. And as you can see, I've already put photo etch on all this. Is there any on the back there? Yeah, there's a door or so on there. I put a bit of photo etch on there. I've got photo etch on the bits here, which go on the side. These are doors. Now let me put this up because you're losing the thing there. The most important thing I've done is brought a new tabletop magnifier, which I need to magnify anyway, but the important thing about it is it's got a light on it. And with this room, as I've probably said in a few videos, it's not super duper. Right, let's see if we can see that any better now. Not really. So that's all been done. There's 26 portholes already all been done on that. Now the actual kit, and I've got a load of little pieces to do as well. I've got all the little bits for the deck. And we're now up to this bit here. So I've already put doors and various bits of photo tech around for the grills. I have 2 little photos there. These are the covers for what would be, I suppose they're air vents, aren't they? So they're the grills that go over the air vents. Let me put it down. Might be able to see a bit better then. Right, now you can see better now. So this deck is now painted up. So it's all painted and ready to go. This won't go into place until I've completed none of this is glued in. This won't be put into place and glued into place until the bow deck is done. Because there's a little lip under here which sits onto the bow deck. So this bit here, when it's done, will move onto there like that. So it's got quite a few bits to do on this. And then there's these various bits here. And at some point there's the reels to do, which I have resin reels to put on them. Got to decide on a colour for them. So our first job is doing all these little doors. The reels go in there. Now the kit doesn't give you anything to do anything on this. Doesn't give you any doors, frame, nothing. You just paint it and do it and put it together. Because the biggest thing with this is, once these doors are done, there's 4 doors to put on. 1, 2, 3, 4 doors to put on there. There's another door to put on there. Oh, there's 2 to do there, so there's 6 doors there. I've already put one on there. Another one there's 7, so there's 7 doors to put on this. Once those 7 doors are on, there's going to be 26 porto, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 60, 65. The reels, once we start making them, are made with, they're not done like the kit part. The kit part only has a small part for the reels. I've got it somewhere, just there. So the reels, once I start making them, will be here. So they're made up out of quite a few bits and pieces. And then by the time I've done all the little bits on the deck, there's 11 bits going on the deck, I've got photo edge on. There's literally 100 pieces of photo edge on this. And I can see why the kit doesn't give you any, apart from for the reels. Because once it's all done, the shelter deck will cover that over. You're not going to see anything. So we'll get on with building these doors up now, putting these doors on. I've already sanded them down. They just need to be attached, and I can paint all this and do all the small bits. So our first job is to work out which doors are going where. So it's N01 is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we want 4 N01s. We can do it with. So N01 is here. Now the doors do come with a, on this door there is a little framework there. The thing is with that framework, it's one of these things that is used for well, it's clever, isn't it? It's not even coming off. It really is. So this framework is only really used if you're going to have the door open. So I'm not bothered about keeping it, to be fair. It actually has the image of the little handrail on it, so you've got to work out first off, making sure you've got it the right way up, of course. So it goes on there. So this is 01, which is those 3. So they go that way, and these 2 go the reverse way. So it's like I say, once the shelter deck is on, none of this is going to be visible. It's all going to be completely hidden away under the shelter deck, which is probably why they don't give you any upgrades for it within the kit. The only plus side to it, I suppose, is that by putting all this on like this, you actually end up, I suppose you can use it as a sort of like a, so that's that in there like that. I suppose you can use it as sort of I don't know, like you know, you can I don't know what word I'm looking for now. Now this is where this gets daft, because the hinges are here, and that door opens as if you would have it open. But that's where oh, I better not keep doing that or it'll come off. The actual handle is there, but it's opening from the hinge. There are hinges there. So by opening it that way, if you had a open door, to me, it wouldn't really make sense, would it? Because the door would now then be, and it's better to provide a better way to put the door. The reason I did that was because it's better to put the door in place get it glued into place, then lift it and put the door, glue it underneath. It saves messing about, sort of doing it with all sorts of I should really concentrate on what I'm doing. It saves sort of doing it as a right now. Sorry, I'm just concentrating on this. By putting it in situ first and then opening it and doing it. You see, even if you have that open now, and I have that open, there's a porthole on that, you see. The actual door itself there has a porthole on it. So if it was open, that framework would hold it open. But where it's open is not where the... See, normally I would close it like that, put a little bit of glue in there, and close it up, and that would be it. I've closed that the wrong way, I think. So if that was open, it wouldn't make sense because it's not opening from the... And that's the handle just there. You can plainly see the handle. And you can plainly see the 1, 2, 3, 4 hinges. 3 hinges. There are 3 hinges on it. And you can see them there on the where they come off the deck. So you can see the 3 hinges, and you can see the 3 hinges there. Once the door's on, you can see the handle. What would be the little handle to obviously open it. But of course, it won't open from the handle. So I'm not quite sure about that. It doesn't really make any sense. I would have expected it to open. The super glue really does bug me. That has cured almost instantly. You know, I mean, it's gone on an hour, you take it off and it won't cure now. Now that super glue literally held that in place instantly. But of course, when you come to do it, when you want it to sort of not cure straight away and you want to manoeuvre it, won't do it. But put it in the wrong place like that, just by a little tiny bit, or even drop it, and it'll cure just like that. You see, once again, you see, that's down. Now it's been open, you see, from the hinges. So I'm not quite sure how that would work. Because if I had it on as open, it just wouldn't make sense, would it? You see, and even looking at it through there, you think, right, okay, maybe I'm making a mistake. So you look at it through the magnifier, you think, no, there they are, 1, 2, 3 hinges, a few little bits going around it, and then a handle there. Little handle just there. So that would open that way, but they're opening that way. Whether that's a fault, I don't know. Maybe you're supposed to do it some other way that if you use that little frame and had it open, the porthole would be showing. Maybe that would make it look like it was an open door. But to me, it's not right, is it? It's nothing like as it should be. And so this stuff is so fragile, it's unreal. And I've think I might have said before when I've done these things, I believe the Pontos kit, I don't know if the Pontos kit has all these bits in. I think it does. I think that has the same bits, and you do it the same. But I think, so it's going there. Keep making sure I've got it going the right way. And I think that's just as fragile. I saw a review on it and somebody had said how fragile the photo etch is. And I thought, well, okay, it might be a bit fragile, but surely it's not going to be that fragile. It wouldn't be that. Yeah, you see, even though I put all that extra glue on there, look. I mean, I literally loaded that with glue so that I would have time to manoeuvre it or manipulate it. But no, it's decided it's going to glue down immediately. And like I say, if that glue can be tidied up later. As I say, it's a real bugbear. And the fact, you know, I mean, there's actually no reason to even tidy that glue up, I suppose. At the end of the day, you're not going to actually see any of it. There's a little space between on the shelter deck that you'll see inside. And that's good enough. That's to come out though. Now, where was the other one? There's one there, and one there. So that's O1, and then it switches over to O1 here. I mean, as I say, it's a good way to sort of, I suppose, work out your. You can do a bit of, you know, it gets you used to using the photo etch, I suppose. I just bent that up, nitwit. It gets you used to using the photo etch. But the fact that you're not going to see it is a bit of a bug. To put all this detail in, and then for it to be invisible. It's a bit of a bugbear. So this one goes just there. Once again, you see, there's only one way for this to go. I mean, obviously, you wouldn't be opening it. Right, just concentrating on what I'm doing. You wouldn't be opening this as a door from there. You wouldn't open it that way, you'd open it that way. But this, as I say, you see the door's open the wrong way, you see. Idiot! So I just knocked my super glue thing over. You only need a little bit in there to close that up. So it doesn't make any sense that you can't open the door that way. And it's not like it's not like you think to yourself, oh well, maybe later on in the build they're different, and when you can see them up on top of the model that they would open your way. It's not how it works, of course. There's one in there. Let's see what number that is. That is, there's another number one goes there. Let's do this bit first then. I mean, that's, you know, they're the right way up, so, you know. Well, these ones are in too, because they're the opposite to them ones. This is so nice, right? I mean, this is only in the middle deck, the stern and middle deck. Still all the details put up on the deck shirt. But it's so nice to see these empty spots. There's something about seeing the photo etch emptying. It sort of gives you the incentive to know that you're doing quite a bit of work on it, and that you're actually getting somewhere with it. So this one, you see, goes the opposite way. It's the reverse of that one, those ones. And this is where you've got to remember to put all the glue. It's alright. I yab away and I usually make silly little mistakes as I'm yabbing away. So that's there. And now this one, we'll open that way instead of that way. Too much glue on there, mate. Oh, far too much. So it's handy having this light back as well. Although the afternoons now, the evenings are pulling out. Once it gets to, I'll just cover that in super glue and you just pick it up. Idiot. Right, let's get rid of that before I do it again and then be able to cover it in super glue. Yeah, it's sticking to you everywhere now. Right, let's try again. So, over number 2. Number 2. I mean, this is the good. This is obviously the big super glue, if you like, the big photo etch. So this part now is not too bad, but of course give it a few more days. So that's going in there, and it put it the right way up first would be a good idea. So that's going in there. It's there's something about photo. Let's see. There's something about photo etch that's just horrible. But it's also very good, because obviously that looks a damn sight better than just having a, I suppose, like a sort of indication of what it would be. Let me see. So that goes in there. A bit of super glue in there. You don't need a lot. And this, as I say, this is a good way of getting yourself prepared, ready for when you get into the main areas. Because it's the decks are going to take a while, so that's that side done. So that's looking. You see now all that when it's sat on the thing, you know, it's going to be completely invisible. You're going to see a single bit of that. And the only way you could do anything about this, if you really, really, really wanted to, would be to get the, let me just see where this one goes first, number 1. The only way you would do it, I personally wouldn't, because it would make a right mess. But the only way to really do it would be to cut away part of the hull so that you can actually see into the hull. And then you would actually be able to see all this detail. But you would have to be a fairly decent cutaway. You wouldn't just better do it with any old bit. So this bit is going there, that way. I wouldn't personally cut away the hull. But there wouldn't be really any other way of doing it, would there? You know, I mean, the only other way to do it, I suppose, would be to light it. It's gluing down immediately. Only put a little bit of glue on that. I suppose if you put lighting in there, you would see it. Or maybe if you, once it's displayed, if you then maybe you see that's how you lift them up, you see, before. These things I've done before, and I've always glued these together before putting them in place. And it was only when I was doing this the other day and I suddenly found out it was a mistake, it was an accident. I hadn't glued it together and it came apart, it came up, and I thought, oh, that's a better way of doing it. Right, so now that's all now complete apart from the two four reels. So now that, let me now show you what I mean. Let's get rid of rubbish, let's put this back up here. So that goes there, that goes that way. So now that is sat on, so that's what we've just done down there. That's 7 doors. We've got the doors that we've put in there. And we have the, I'm not going to put it on the model. We have the deck, which will sit over that, and that's it. Once that's in, you can, well actually, let's be honest, you can, oh no, there you go. Actually, I might have to change what I'm talking about here. You can actually see that. Okay. And you can't see it all, but you can see what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 of the portholes, the doors there. If you look very carefully down there, you can actually see them doors that I've just done. So actually, given the correct light, yeah, actually I might have to change my view on that. There's a few bits in there that again you can see the little bits where you've got little bits, these tabs, that's where little bits are going to go, going to sit on top of it. So actually that's, I'm actually quite, I'm changing my opinion on that now. You can actually see that. Can't see it all, obviously. The bits that we've done on this end. No, if that stays open, you can see the bits inside there. You can see that door that I've just done there, inside there. If this stays open, as long as there's nothing that closes that. Okay, I'm going to change my mind on this. I'm going to re-change my mind on this. So actually, you will see quite a few bit of that. So that bit that you could just see then, with these doors. So actually, you can see just inside it through that bit, if you've got light. Okay, I'm actually quite impressed with that. I'm actually more impressed with that now than I was 10 minutes ago. Right, now we're only up to 29 minutes. Right, so I'm actually quite impressed with that. I'm actually quite happy with that. I wasn't too happy about it. I was thinking, well, you know, so I'm moving the bits around. Let's turn that off. Don't need that off in a minute. Now, I was actually working under the impression that you weren't going to see any of that. Although once it's painted out, then it's a different matter. That can all be painted. Well, actually, most of this can be painted now. It will do so that you won't see all of that, but you will see them bits. Ah, okay. So what needs to be done is when you display this, ideally you want to have a spotlight going into it so you can actually see the details. I'm more impressed with that, as I say, than I thought I would be. So my next job now is these. It's getting 4 of these done. I've then got to decide on a colour for them. The red you see there isn't the actual red that it is. I've seen them painted up red. I've seen them painted up dark grey. I've seen them painted up light grey. And I think I want some. I've seen one painted up. I think it was like a beige colour. So these have resin barrels. I don't know if you can really pick that up all that well, but I don't know how close I can get before it will stop going out of focus. But there's a lot of detail in them. There's actually, you can see all the detail of what would be, I suppose it's like a cable or something going around it. So I'll have to decide on this. The only thing that bugs you with this, you think that, you know, you think these places, when they come up with these kits, you think, right, let's do this properly. So the first one is K is CB53 and CB56, and CB53 is down in the middle there. 49, 50, 51, 52. That's 01, 51, 54. So 53 is here and 56 is here. So these come first. You can't see what I'm doing there, can you? 56 and 53, which we're going to use, are in the centre of that. Now you'd have thought that a common sense would have said so. These are going to be the first ones that you use within the kit. So you'd have thought they'd have put them on the outside. And so you work your way into the resin. Instead of doing it like that. But now we've got to do, so I've got to get that out without destroying it. So now, let me see, I think it would be best, I'm not sure how long this, I don't want to make the videos massively long. 33 minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video here now, and then I'll come back, because now we've got to start cutting out bits of photo etch for these. We'll see how we go in the next video about building those up. It's alright, I'm just trying to work out what I'm doing. Because the other day I had 4 sheets of photo etch out, put them all back in their plastic containers. I put them all in back to front. So I don't need that one anymore, all the doors are done. The portholes are done. The things that represent the various bits and pieces of, I suppose they're grills or something, are done. So now what we've got to do, so if you do it according to the kit, that's how you do it in the kit. This is this way that we do it next. So within the kit, it's one little piece of photo etch which bends up, and a small plastic drum that goes into it. And that drum I know is There's nothing in that drum, it's an empty drum. You could put line around it. So this bit now, we're doing D and E. So you have to find D and E, which is these first two. So there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 parts to each of these. So these might take a bit longer to do. So what we'll do now, I'll put this stuff out of the way before I start knocking it all over the place. I think I need a new, let me gab away while I'm talking, changing things. I need a new Stanley knife. Scalpel blade. I shouldn't really use scalpel blades for doing moving super glue about, should I? And I shouldn't do that either. Idiot. Cut my foot. No, no. I don't know how many times I've done. Oh dear. It's a good job there's nothing that's sort of going. That's getting number. These are a number 11 scalpel, by the way. They're really sharp. Well, they are if you put your finger on the point of them, anyway. It's really, I sort of keep saying to myself, I'm going to make a note every time I sort of manage to do something stupid like slice my finger. And I sliced my thumb open the other week. I keep saying I'm going to make a note of every time I go and knock my finger. So you've got to remember not to. The worst thing you do now is put your finger on the deck, and you've got blood all over the deck. I mean, fair enough, it's not got look at this, blood coming out, unbelievable. Tip of your finger, literally. There's so much blood in your finger, it's unreal, isn't it? I keep meaning to say, like I said, I keep meaning to sort of do a little thing where I put every time you make a niche or a notch or a little cut, mark it down on a sheet. I might have to put a calendar on the wall, mark it down on a sheet. I reckon by the end of the year you'll have about 70 or 80 little marks on it. I've lost how many times I've cut my fingers and done silly little things like that. So I'm going to call this is 38 minutes. I'm going to cut this off now. But you've got all this now, and like I said, a lot of this can be painted up, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to make the reels. There's also these bits here to do. There's quite a few little bits here. But I've either let the fins in. See, they got little bits of photo etch to go on them. There's some photo etched. These are once again, I suppose they're like grills of some description. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 7 boxes. 8, 9, and 4 bits. So I want to do the boxes first. I'll do the reels first. No, we'll do the reels. So I'm going to call that a day once again. I keep saying I'm going to call it a day. Well, not a day. I'm going to call that 39 minutes, 40 minutes is good enough. I'm going to stop this video for now. Well, not for now. I'm going to stop it. It's a shame I can't pause it and restart it. So I'm going to stop the video at that stage of there, and then I'm going to come straight back. And we're going to start up with the reels. So I'll see you in a minute.